Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. I am going to cook an Asian inspired type of meal, and I'm going to mix things together in which I think will be good, but I have to find out if it's really going to work because this is the first time I'm going to make it and I thought I'd share it with you. I got these noodles. They're udon stir-fry noodles from Walmart, and these are approved for the Starch Solution. So I'm going to make these noodles, and I'm going to use hoisin sauce for the flavoring. This does have a lot more sweetness in it and it's really thick, but I'm going to go ahead and use it in moderation. And then I'm going to put other things with it. So I'm going to take some carrots and kind of shred those up for my bowl, and then I'm going to use a cucumber, do those things too. And I also have this jicama. I don't know if you've used jicama, but I showed this in my last video. This adds a really good crunch to your meal. And of course, onions that I've already pre-chopped here, some green onions that I still need to finish eating, sugar snap peas, edamame. This is the frozen, just the beans, so they're shelled. And then I'm gonna throw some kimchi on there. All of this is Starch Solution friendly. No oil. I said this is the first time I'm making it. I'm super excited. I can't wait because who doesn't love a good noodle bowl? So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the journey. I don't cook in oil on this plan, and let me tell you, cleaning dishes is super easy. So I water saute is what they call it. I'm just gonna add some water, and then I'm gonna take the onions that I have pre-chopped. For the edamame, I didn't cook it in the microwave. I just thawed it out. Just let it naturally thaw, but you can cook it. So I'm just gonna kind of put those in there at the last minute. I have some minced garlic here. I'm just gonna put kind of one of these spoons full. Pepper, I'll probably add more later. Is it redundant to use onion powder and garlic powder when I've got onions and garlic in here already? What do you think? Let me know. So while that is sauteing, I'm gonna turn this on low. Right, so first I'm gonna do the cucumber. I'm just gonna cut off the ends. And then I'm going to use my peeler. Going to take about that much of the cucumber is all I'm gonna use. And then I'm just going to cut it this way. Cut it again this way. So it's basically in fourths. I'm gonna do chunks. There's no rule to this. I always forget how much I like a cucumber until I take a bite. Here's the jicama. This part is the skin that you don't want. Instead of peeling the whole thing, because I don't use it all at one time, I just kind of peel it off to where I need to use it. I'm just gonna cut about right here. Next up, I'm gonna cut the ends of this carrot, and then I'm going to peel it. All these peelings and extras that you have, you can use and save for later. I'm just gonna freeze them and make vegetable stock with them later. These carrots are gonna go on top of the bowl, so cut them however you want them in your bite-sized pieces. Now I'm just gonna chop up some green onions so I can sprinkle those on the bowl. Okay, back to the sauteing here. So these noodles, you can see here it says it's fresh cooked and heat and serve. So all I have to do is just add them in here. The bag contains 2 of these individual packages. I'm gonna go ahead and use both of these. Look at the sugar in this, #1 ingredient, but it's no oil, so I'll be using it. I'm taking these and I'm separating them. They are slightly damp, but not real wet. So I'm trying to separate them without making the strands real short, and I did turn the heat down some just until I can get these all put together. This makes more than, I think it's supposed to be 4 servings, but I'm just splitting this meal into 2 different meals. So I'm just gonna add about a couple tablespoons of water so it doesn't get so dry. Now I'm just gonna stir this until it's well incorporated with the garlic and the onions. And then I'm gonna put a lid on it just to kind of hold in some of that moisture for a little bit. Now I've got some sugar snap peas. These are the ones I showed you earlier. They're nice and crunchy and I love that. So I just want to get them warm, but I don't want to make them soggy. So I'm kind of putting these in at the last minute. Now it's time for the edamame. I love this stuff. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in there and I like it, so that's how much I'm putting in it. Remember, I'm gonna split this into 2 separate servings that will be healthy portions. You just know you can mix and match any foods that you want. Now I'm adding the hoisin sauce. This is only gonna be about 2 tablespoons. So it's not a lot, but it is extra sweet. So I just wanted to kind of minimize it, but I wanted enough of it to coat the actual noodles. I would much rather the noodles be like this brown color rather than a bright white like what you see here. Now it's time to plate it. I'm putting it in a bowl. This bowl's rather large and I'm really trying to be cautious not to put the whole dish in there because Lord knows I really want to eat it all. So I'm trying to be careful with it, and that's kind of what I settled on. It looks like it's less, but trust me, it's more. The bowl is just really large. Now it's time to add the uncooked items. So here is my cucumbers, and now carrots. This is my jicama. Now I'm sprinkling some of those green onions on top. Put however much of this you want. It's time to open up the kimchi. I'm really excited about having this. I've never had it before and always wanted to try it. I was so excited making this. I can't wait to eat it here. Here it is. Doesn't that look great? Moment of truth. I had to have my chopsticks. Sorry, I left my cabinet open. You gotta get a little bit of the extra stuff if you can. Very interesting. The hoisin sauce has more sweet, which explains the extra sugar. I would probably prefer to have had soy sauce instead or liquid aminos, just for that saltiness rather than sweetness. But the kimchi here is a little bit on the spicy side. Like fermented. So it gives you the sour. So it's a good combo. I'm gonna mix this all up and enjoy it. If you try this at home, let me know. Say hi in the comments because I always love to hear from you guys. And watch and stay tuned for my mukbangs that I do weekly, where I eat some of the meals that I make or just any meal, and I will give an update of my weight loss as I progress. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.